So this is what? One shot, the story of Clayster.
Who's Clayster is an interesting question, I guess.
Fucking hot as
James
fuck.
Eubanks, known as Clayster.
Back to the bang
is an interesting question, I guess. My name is James Eubanks, known as Clayster online. All my friends call me Clay. I've been a professional Call of Duty player now for over 10 years.
What the good arena breakout infinite ads.
And been playing for a super long time.
How's the volume for you guys? Is
Streamer
it
on the
good?
side, YouTuber on the side, but mainly a pro COD player.
Don't cry about it, we will play it.
Golden rule, man. From this situation, oh my God.
I'm crying about shit. What do you mean?
Cross two, man.
What do you mean, Jesus? I don't give a fuck about the game, bro. I want to watch the video.
Not talking about this shit right now.
That's called fucking typing before thinking about what you're typing.
I'm just happy to be here.
And just pressing enter. Brain dead comment. Brain dead.
You have any game day rituals?
Yeah, whatever.
Not really rituals. I want to say ritual, just like you wake up, you ease into like getting ready for the day, you get a little bit of caffeine and you shower.
It's kind of
get
sad
some
to look
food
at now
in
because
you.
he's not even on the
Then
team.
Your next step from there is kind of like getting ready to go ease in and warm up. And then what will be like warming up like 2 hours before a match?
Yeah, like two halves.
Yeah.
We usually do.
You don't want to lock in too early because like you play a lot of warm-up scrims and stuff, and you only play one match a day, so like sometimes you can't like you play too many warm-up maps and you go into the match and like you play it like a warm-up. So like you have to get enough warm-up in, but still differentiate, you know, your warm-ups from your one match on that day.
Yeah, I mean, some wins are sweeter than others, but we approach all the teams the same.
What the fuck
Like,
just
we
happened
prepare
to
the
the-
same way, we see in the same way. Like obviously
To the
beating
live
some teams
chat.
feels better, but at this point for us, we're just trying to get like any wins we can get. So if we get any wins,
I just
we're
like took it all the way to the other side of the screen.
The origin stories of my Call of Duty career is actually pretty interesting.
The
I was
fuck?
a Halo kid through and through, played Halo 1, Halo 2. First MLG event I ever went to was a Halo 2 event.
I hate how it does
really
that,
fell in love
dude.
with that game and competitive shooters in that game, specifically 4v4, you know, joined my little clan in Halo 2. And Halo 3 came out, grinded it a lot, but that was right about the time where, you know, video games were having
I
kind
forgot
of a
he played
really
Halo.
cool explosion with like Gears, COD, Halo.
A long-awaited video game.
Major multiplayer aspect.
It's exhilarating,
That's
man.
crazy.
It's an experience.
All my friends from my hometown were all playing Call of Duty, and I was still stuck on Halo 3. Eventually, over Christmas break, one of them left COD 4 at my house on purpose because they knew I would play it if they left it at my house. I remember popping it in, loaded into a TDM for a couple games, and then there was like probably my 5th or 6th game, I loaded into a headquarters and was using an MP5 and just went on a crazy streak. And I think like that was the moment for me where I really fell in love with Call of Duty and was like, wow, this isn't so much of a team game as Halo is. You can kind of be a one-man army. So I think that's really where my Call of Duty career started.
Well, why don't we check out Clayster and see how he handles this pressure right now?
Yeah, Clayster takes out Sidrock, so now really
Good shit. No, get shit on.
They're gonna keep up. Blue, good job. Let's go, yo. Go! Let's go!
So long ago, oh my god.
I would say most anything there is to accomplish, I've done it in some way, shape, or form. Obviously winning
Someone
3
leaked
World
the zip
Championships,
file?
the X Games
Loki,
win when I
Tiki
was
was just
on
talking
OpTic
about how it
and
got
Call of Duty Ghosts
cease and
is still one that
desisted.
I hold pretty near and dear and true to my heart. And winning with the OpTic boys still is pretty special to me. And along
Yeah, 3
the,
rings.
World Championships and X Games, I've won. I don't even know the
That's
actual
crazy.
count anymore. Like I actually forgot.
3 rings in
Somewhere
X Games.
around 20 major championship wins.
Wow.
I've accomplished a lot, and it's something I'm pretty proud of. But I'm hoping I can accomplish a little bit more.
Wow, man.
Sharp has gone down in complexity, has taken another MLG title. Probably the most winning team in the history of Call of Duty. I mean, winning 7 out of 8 or whatever it is.
Just to go back to like how, so
around 20.
So what I was talking to Dart about is the Esports World Cup is kind of classified as its own thing. It's kind of like X Games, where it's like a... We're kind of back into this realm of
Major championship wins.
having another
I've
event,
accomplished
which
a
is
lot,
pretty
and
cool.
It's something I'm pretty proud of, but I'm hoping I can accomplish.
I
a little
really
bit
hope they
more.
do it every year, man.
Sharp has gone down in complexity, has taken another MLG title. Probably the most winning team in the history of Call of Duty. I mean, winning 7
They
out
win
of 8,
7 of the
whatever it
past
is at
8
this
tournaments.
Point. I mean, ever since they picked up Clayster, they've been in the finals every single match.
There's some crazy shit going on with the pro teams right now.
Clayster was dropped from complexity, which to me is like the dumbest thing ever.
After all the success we had seen, the entire way through, I was kind of like the punching bag in a way, where I would just like take it all in and not really fight back.
The getting dropped from teams issue that I have always had. You know, I wish I could put my finger on it.
It's OpTic Clayster.
Just devouring everyone.
Clayster's gonna get it.
He does get it.
Clayster's up.
And he gets the kill. And OpTic Gaming wins.
How long was he on
This
OpTic?
game's gold medal champion.
There was
You know,
just
I
a
don't know
check
really
me.
where to start with this video. Basically, they told me I was off the team.
Oh, he's with them for 10
You know, I've
months.
worked my entire Call of Duty career
First
to get
season.
into OpTic Gaming. To be dropped from the team, you know, it's kind of like a dagger.
So they dropped me through envy to denial. I went early season, and we ended up matching up round 1 against OpTic at Champs, which was like the craziest matchups. The number 1, number 2 seeds. We were number 2, they were number 1.
Dropping Clayster's scary because a dropped Clayster's better than any other one we've ever seen, and he just becomes like a psycho. He becomes so obsessed with being better and winning. And
That's his 29th, looking for the 30th. Clayster's got 30 kills. Can he get another one? Yes, he can. Play lighting up Hardpoint Detroit.
Denial Esports shocked the world by upsetting championship favorite OpTic Gaming in their round 1 match.
We end up beating them, and I put out the tweet, you know, throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack.
Did you
I was just in a Discord call with a dude who has a malware scanner on his PC. He was saying the files are legit.
see the Clay tweeted out, throw me to the wolves
Lol.
and I'll come back leading the pack. So he kind of like, yeah,
Cheating.
that was the shout out to OpTic and Envy.
You know, we haven't won in 19 months. You need a change of pace, you need some fresh scenery, you need some new voices in your headset.
I think I'm just a polarizing person, especially the competitive side of me. I can say things very honestly.
19 months without a major win for them back then is
you know, if
quite a
we
long time.
actually sat down and went through each individual time where I feel like I was slighted or fucked over throughout my entire career, we would be here for quite a while.
We knew we had to make a team change. We knew we had to make a change that would better the team. So we talked about it openly. We said dropping Clay for Gunless or trading Clay for Gunless would be the best for both.
You know, hopefully I can
I
eventually
feel like
stay on one team,
that's a
because what it's
crazy.
all about.
That's a
I'm almost
crazy
a little
trade.
tired of building brands,
Gunless?
organizations, and then just kind of like not getting anything.
Or
in
trading
return. No
Gunless
equity in
for,
the company, no reciprocation.
or maybe I'm getting it
when it comes to,
backwards.
like long-term holdings, it's really just I'm like building up other brands just to get
Gunless
dropped and
on
trade away
to
eventually.
okay.
So it's a little tough for me.
Thought it
in
was
that
the other way
aspect.
around for a second. My dyslexic dumbass.
But honestly, when it happens to somebody as much as it's happened to me, you have to hold yourself accountable in some way, shape, or form. I mean, if you're the common denominator in a situation that keeps happening, then it's time to like look at yourself. I think that's something I've tried really hard to do over the last few years, especially towards my the end of my time on E United. And I think since then, it's been more frustrating political
Look
stuff.
how
You know,
young
winning
Simp
Champions
is,
United,
bro.
it goes franchising, the team splits up.
I couldn't have asked for more. We all have rings now and we achieved our goals this year, baby.
Winning champs with Empire the next year. Oh, you know, goes 4v4. You know, I'm the odd man out. 3 young guys in Crimp.
The 4v4 announcement came in, and barely 48 hours later, Clayster has been removed off the squad.
New York, visa issues, Zuma retiring, Hydra didn't speak English. And then going into the next year, we get Crim and Neptune. The team is a miserable failure. I get benched. Like, there's like, it stacks up, and it's some of it is my fault, and I hold myself accountable for being that kind of polarizing person, especially when the team isn't doing well. But I've also really tried to work on it the last few years, and it's just really frustrating that it kind of still happens even after I've tried to be a better teammate, be a better leader, be more understanding, be less abrasive. And so, you know,
So he would have been on New York
I've gotten fucked over in a few situations.
after-
It's just the circumstance and just the situation. Like, it was what had to happen. But I also think all that adversity that I've had to face throughout my entire career.
My brain, dude.
Has been a big driving factor into why I achieved.
Who was he on before New York? I know he
And
was.
I think that just always having that chip on your shoulder and always having that
Or my
drive
brain.
to prove it to, like, a lot of people want to be like, oh, I want to prove like everyone wrong. It's like, I don't want to prove anybody wrong or anybody right. I want to prove myself right. Like, I want to prove myself right or wrong. Like, that's how I see things. And so it's like, I'm never like, while I play for my supporters and for the team I play for, my teammates, like, I am constantly in a prove it mode with myself. What did you do last Sunday? Like, what did you do last game? If I don't play extra 8s or play extra time, like, I'm in bed at night, like, why didn't you put in the work? Like, why did you want to be lazy? Like, why did you want to do this? And I think just that extra voice and that chip on my shoulder has always like driven me in the right direction. And so
That, my friend, is called
while
discipline.
Some could say like I've gotten
And there's
screwed over
nothing
in a lot
wrong
of
with
different
that.
ways throughout my career, I kind of consider it a blessing because it's allowed me to grow, mature as not only a teammate and a player, but as a person and like deal with this kind of adversity in other things and in my real life, because some of the stuff I've had to deal with has been tough and it's been hard to get through, but you know, it's all just, you know, minor steps towards where you want to get.
I like that.
Win our hard points, win our D's in search. Let's go.
Can we get a game one, please?
Playing MW3 is definitely a blast from the past. Obviously, for me, playing these old maps where I played on them, I think it was like 14
damn, that filled me
years
up
ago at
fast
this
as
point.
fuck.
I was a pro in that game. It's the first game I ever went pro in Call of Duty in 2010 was MW2. And so playing on these maps again, here we are 14 years later. It's definitely weird. The maps play differently. Can we just avoid Skid Row everything? Can we just veto Skid Row, Skid Row, Skid Row? Like Skid Row control too, bro? Like, I don't care.
Can we just veto Skid Row, Skid Row, Skid Row, please? Can I just not play this shit map, dude?
Skid Row was never a
At the beginning of the
control
game,
map.
I was like, kind of like muscle memorying into angles.
It was a
and
hard point
spots,
map,
and
but
like,
they
why
never
am
made it a
here? And I,
control
like,
map, I
looked to my
thought,
right,
because the
and there's, like, a
fucking
really cool
points were so
angle you could
fucked.
see. So there was definitely some like novelness in that and like knowing just a little bit at the start. But honestly, with new modes like hardpoint and control and just how S&D plays and with slide canceling and stuff now, the maps play completely different than they played back in the day. So none of the old strats really work. Just some like fundamental stuff kind of works a little bit. But for the most part, I mean, we were all playing on tube TVs back then. Like it's a lot different now.
But here we go.
No kidding.
Deeps will be starting on that stronger side for now for P1 going into P2. It's
Should I save my name for that guy then?
gonna be taking down some nice shots in for Fella.
One more top two.
We're talking about Joseph's skill early on. He's showing that, just trying to continue dancing. Unfortunately, sliding right into one.
I said, let's fucking go, man. Let's go, Isaiah. That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. Kids are fucking shit.
Now the pressure on to Royal Ravens to try and work this defuse. Joseph.
Damn.
Shots on point. Nate blowing up everything. Cammy hitting one guy out. It's Clay last alive, and he is
No,
gone.
you-
And Afro and LA Thieves take over, being down 1-4 in this map 5 to win it 6-4. That's 5 straight rounds. It was a different Thieves team once they got going.
Start of the season has gone really, really poorly. I mean, there's no other way to cut it. It's just been a lot of moving pieces, a lot of instability, and we just are having to re-go over fundamental concepts quite a bit. But it's a work in progress. We're showing life now. We're showing signs of being competitive, and so the outlook of our team looks up instead of down, which it kind of was looking a little grim there for a while. We were happy about winning a map, which if you're at that point anywhere in your career, then you know maybe it's time to reevaluate.
You fixed it, Chop? Nice.
But we're looking a lot more competitive now. The team feels better.
What was the whole adapting on Twitter? I'm still, bro. They're just trolling. It's not like a real thing.
Stuff, but
They're just trolling. Adapt was saying how all the pigeons are connected, or he's saying how all the pigeons are connected, and now the government's controlling them or some shit. And there's like a king pigeon or something, and then they started saying how the CIA is tracking them. It's all just for fucking clicks and farming, bro. .100% they're memeing it. Same with like the whole case on getting kicked thing.
Ryan, I got good news.
What's the news, my gang? I thought you just said they got a cease and desist.
It's a weird experience showing up to an event and not playing on the first day. Obviously, being in losers bracket, that means we didn't play on Thursday. We just played on Friday. But it was actually kind of fortunate for our team because that meant we got an extra day of LAN practice with the squad because our team had only been formed for literally 7 days when we showed up on that Thursday. So getting an extra day of reps was important. Obviously, COD tournaments never go the way you expect them. We played the loser of Minnesota, New York, and New York looking as good as they did online, and being defending world champs, supposedly pack-a-punching and stuff. We figured that, you know, New York would probably win this series.
It's guys, he's so far away, trying to get.
So they made this statement about. I'm so confused.
But I think Minnesota came out and 3-0'd them, and we ended up having to play New York first round. So it was definitely a surprise to us, but also I think it was a good test for us because it's like, hey, if we can beat New York, we can probably beat a lot of these other teams. So it was a nice challenge to have them first.
But you can't download the game cause you need find leaked file to play game.
Oh.
That was a very
Hello Ryan, I am AI, I'm here to take over the world.
Oh my god, I thought ours was bad.
I am AI, I'm here to take over the world.
He's got 3 chances to win a control, 2 chances to win a hard point. That was way worse. That was an insane 3-0.
I said I played in New York, my first event when I joined Florida last year in losers, and we beat them. They lost 3-0 winners, and then we played them the next day.
This kid used to just take we used to play S&D tournaments together while he was 13, and he would just come home from school and just farm us. I was literally just donating to him for like a year.
Biffle was my credit sponsor back in Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I used to. Oh, we would run 2v2, so I was like, he was so good, I was paying for him.
He's like, send me the credit card.
Yeah, we're about to get some food with the boys. We had a really good day of scrims yesterday. Today, we started off a little sluggish, I would say.
Hello, I am Tctekk, I isn't real and I love Hydra.
You know, our teams that are playing winners bracket today, I feel like we really turned it around and kind of found our tempo again for today, which is, you know, really good going into tomorrow. The only thing that probably I would say is a little bit of a change up from our expectations is I don't think anyone necessarily expected New York to get 3-0'd.
4-0'd even.
Yeah, some may even say 4-0'd. But nonetheless, we're going to be prepared for no matter who we play. Obviously, they're a really good team. They picked
So what was this again? This is Boston Major 2?
At the end of the day, bro, I think we have what it takes to beat them. I think we're one of the best respawn teams.
It was
right now,
Boston
so
Major 1. Bro, I can't even remember now.
S&D over the last week translates to our matches. I think we'll be all right.
Thank you, Tyler Felony Johnson.
Indeed.
Make some noise, everybody. We are live at Fenway, the MGM Music Hall.
Where's Major 1?
Boston.
At the end of the day, COD is COD, and I think that people put too much weight on who the top teams are and the bottom teams are. I think it's a any given Sunday thing where legitimately any team can beat any team. Left and middle, so like we should never be losing. Yeah, we should never be losing that side of the match. He just said it was his fault. It's fine. But I'm saying like that concept.
Someone should have filled in P2.
It doesn't matter if the team is number 1, team is number 12, or anywhere in between. Like anybody can beat anybody if they're playing well on the day.
Yeah, Major 1.
Ready, bud? First main stage match?
We win them? Yeah. We got crowd buff, bro.
The Carolina Royal Ravens! Jump the last couple series we've casted for them.
LOL.
They have come out and fought. Now, they've got to do a map 5
Oh my
each time
God.
where they have fallen
No.
short, but they've been playing people tough. The respawns have looked good.
I got a couple more videos after this I gotta react to. And then I'm down to run something chop if you do. And I was never able to download a breakout or whatever. I've just been doing too much with my PC. I don't want to kill this thing.
Just 5 to go. He's able to take out one win. Good job, his get on. Story Clayster is roaring. It's a map 1 victory. And then Fellow's able to work the pick, and Fellow's going to find another one with the angles. Look at the play calls, how confident they are
with the way they're playing this map.
If you are Royal Raven, they're going to rotate. Track back on the other side. Simmy's going to get dropped. Win once again involved. Fellow winning another. Sky's now left alone, trying to get there in time. See if he can just get him off it. Can he get him? Not gonna happen. 2-0 edge to Carolina. Map 4, terminal underway.
Yeah.
Ravens, I'm like, you're tracking it. Hold on now. Terminal trying to get Hold on now. Start to line it up. It's where you were so glad you had a chance to run away with it.
It's so weird looking at these maps getting played. I don't really even played anymore.
The next hill right here at P2 is so important here for Ravens. If they win the majority of this, they should.
Are you a live streamer, content creator,
No,
or anything else
no.
in between? Well, Kix just launched their brand.
You can feel it, you can taste it. It's waiting in the wind. It's Clayster with 2.
Jeez, my God.
Felt good, man. I mean, obviously coming to land, getting our first win as this squadron. I mean, we're getting the momentum going.
Against
Hey,
New
that's just
York?
one. There's a lot more coming, boys.
Yeah.
We get a room now, right?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, baby. I've never experienced that. Let's go. We got our own room. Woo! You remember we were out of here fucking quick last time.
Hey, boys. We won a game 2! Yeah!
Hanging player? Come on, James.
Nice win, dude.
What are you fucking talking about? You guys look good.
We've been playing so much better ever since the roster change, and even TJ definitely like in place of Jose. So
We can all see it.
yeah,
Everyone can see how much better. I mean, it's like night and day.
Oh, for sure.
It actually is.
People were kind
pacing.
of criticizing the fellow pickup, but he honestly takes so much off my plate, and we share it, so I can like be more free on the
You
map,
and Johnson have always been like super close.
Yeah,
and
super close.
And I feel like that goes a long way, especially like obviously before you made the roster change, struggling a little bit, and then you pick up Johnson. Now you got like a friendly face that you can just kind of bounce and vibe off of. It's got to
100%.
feel good because now you guys look fucking good.
A lot of people were obviously saying this was like a nepotism pickup, like because me and Tyler are really good friends.
You view
we
that.
trialed a couple players, and after practicing with all these people, we're like, okay, this guy gets kills, but we're still lacking structure. Or this guy has really good comms, but he's lacking kills. And there was no clear answer. We debilitated for like 8 hours, all of us in a call for a long time. Gwyn, Isaiah, and Jose both agreed that Fellow was the best option in terms of getting our team where we want it to be. It's more so the in-game stuff and kind of seeing the game in a different perspective. And I think that that's what Tyler really helps offer. And he's been playing super well this year.
Fellow sounds a lot calmer than he used to be. Like,
oh yeah,
in the comms, like he used to be like
Motor mouth.
Yeah, just
I mean, that was his
Motormouth Johnson.
I think his time in Challengers actually did really well for him. Like the amount of time he's been in Challengers, and then on Florida last year, he was like the leader of that team with like Biffle, Kxpture, and stuff. And he was like understands now like leadership role. And so I think he's just calmed way down and is like so much more calculated than he used to be. Because before he was just going so ham, and now he's just kind of like.
So this was the last time me and Clay teamed in the league. We even sat in the same 2 spots. That's so sick. That's fucking sick, dude. I'm gonna make that my header. That's actually fucking sick. We are so old.
And I hate that people think that they can kind of knock on his skill and talent as a player and say that I only picked him up because we were friends. It's kind of disrespectful and it's, you know, it's hurtful. And so I think that just kind of understanding that this decision was made with that not in mind at all and really just focusing on everything else. We're a lot more competitive now. We're playing a lot better. We're still a fresh team. We're getting there, but we look a lot better.
I learned to not even like put that. I learned to not even put that. When I before a match, I envisioned my breaking point saying 1.5 and our series saying 3 or 3-1. Those are the only 2 thoughts I allow in my head before a match. Yeah, I mean,
Goddamn weirdo need to get yeeted in the nuts. I'm dead as fuck. Welcome to the Diddy Boys. Spoke with that follow.
Our mindset after New York is that we were winning the whole thing.
With the freaking Diddy Boy. Here, I'm gonna go back to it.
Day 3, and so is Clayster. That's the biggest surprise for me. The man in his 15th year has led his team into the final 7.
Our mindset after the New York run is that we were winning the whole thing. I honestly thought with the way we were playing Respawn and how close everything was looking, how tight everything was looking, I thought we stood like a pretty good chance in terms of like actually winning.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Get it going with Clayster and the lads. Keep this Cinderella run.
And the lads.
Better TJ is in this
The lads.
Cutting the lead down in front, pushing out the cuts. Royal Ravens come in and strike first.
Does anybody even play that game anymore?
Clay sends it, tries to get to the bump. Petty. Stun gonna go out. To round 5 we go. You're gonna have to win this if you were Carolina on offense. 4 dead, alien hook spot on up. Gwyn is on the point. You have 2 players on it. And there we go. Carolina up 2-1. I'll tell you the deep breath as well. 10 seconds for Surge. TJ Clay going to drop. 5 seconds to go. Have Surge been able to do this? They're finding all the kills.
Wait, what? Were they not just up? Okay, so they won game 1. Hard point. Okay, Seattle won game 2.
To round 5 we go. You're going to have to win this if you were Carolina on offense. 4 dead, alien hook spot on up. Gwyn is on the point. You have 2 players on it. And there we go.
So they won game 3, so they were up 2-1 then.
I'll tell you the deep breath as well. 10 seconds for Surge.
Wouldn't that have been their...
5 seconds to go. Have Surge been able to do this?
Oh, they never... What? Oh my... They lost by 3 points? Fuck. Oh man, I would be so mad.
Stunned, man. And you should be looking ladder from here, bro. That we knew this kid was the last one here. If you're front DVD, you can see this ladder hop.
I was looking at ladder.
No, he climbed it. Look, if you're front DVD right here.
Maybe I was stunned or some shit.
No, look, you look at the street. If you just sit here and look at
yes, I didn't know he was hitting ladder. You guys are in a fucking 2v1 and you're screaming out we're flying at him. So no, I didn't look ladder.
But like that's the only
I'm
other
trying to cut the people that are reinforcing, dude. I'm not talking about this shit right now. I could have won the game fucking 12 different times.
Oh my god, like bro, from here we should win! Oh my god.
Yeah, 3 seconds is fucking...
We won the first 2 respawns, lost the first S&D, so 2-1 going into map 4, had a major lead, and we just blew 2 win conditions. And that's what we've been so good about in respawn, is just capitalizing on our win conditions in every respawn mode. And we were so close and had it, like, it wasn't anybody's fault. Like, we all made a mistake that could have won us the game. It was just devastating to lose by like 3 or 4 seconds going into a map 5. We were just kind of deflated, and we just kind of knew our S&D wasn't where it needed to be. So Kind of shot ourselves in the foot there, but we just didn't have a lot of time.
On our last break, we had one break and no one waited.
Try that. That's why it hurts so bad, because like we literally had it, bro. And it was just 3-1, and we're gassed going into this OpTic match. Our respawn's untouchable, you know what I'm saying? So the S&D's whatever, bro. Like we had barely any reps, whatever. And it's like you can't expect to win 3 respawns in every series, especially at a LAN. But we fucking had it. We had the 3 respawns. We all kind of realize how good we are at respawn. Usually when you form teams super quickly, respawn is what's lacking in the S&D. Kind of like click right away. And so for us to be in the rare occasion where our respawn is clicking without a lot of practice and the S&D being the thing to fix, that gave us a lot of hope, because we can fix S&D. We all are good S&D players. We know the strategies. We know how to like fix mistakes and surge. And respawn is just sometimes like get a kill, you know, don't get smoked right here. Like you can't really teach that. So relatively positive, just went over the maps, discussed some of the things, and I think we're all excited to get back to the drawing board once we get home.
It's like, look, he's getting all these kills.
Why I'm still competing is because I want to win. Like, I just want to win again. Like, give me one more tournament win and I'm out. Like, I don't care if it's a ring, I don't care if it's a major, whatever. If I can just get another tournament win before I'm done, I think personally I'll be satisfied, even though I already am. It's more so like, I always have these gaps in my tournament wins. I mean, it was a big thing back in the day. I went like 1,400 days without winning. It's multiple years, and like I'm almost there again at this point.
That's crazy.
And it's kind of like, can I do it again? Like, can I go out there and do it again after everyone thought I couldn't? And that just kind of like driving factor, I think, is what I still have left to do. A lot of people ask me like, what's your favorite tournament win? And like, it's such a hard answer, but honestly, most people assume like the rings or something like that, but it was actually that win where I broke the
bro, he's been doing this shit for a long time.
But just for me, just like the satisfaction and like of like proving it to myself again after so long, like, oh, here I am again winning another tournament. I've done absolutely everything there is to do. I set goals, I achieved them. I could have retired years ago after the Empire win. I could have retired after the United win and still been satisfied with what I achieved in Call of Duty. And why am I still playing? It's because the feeling of winning
Empire, that was
a tournament,
before.
but just a match on stage in front of a crowd is the best feeling in the entire world. I'm chasing that dopamine rush from winning on stage, and the feeling of that. It's an intangible thing, but it's something that's so powerful that it like drives me each and every single time I go out to compete. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like, I'm happy with what I've accomplished. I'm super proud of myself, and to be where I'm at today, coming from where I came from in high school and in college, it's just a super big blessing, and I'm not dissatisfied in any way, shape, or form with how my career's went. Legacy is a crazy word, and I think that when people ask me, what do you want to be known for? Like, what do you want to accomplish when it's all done? I mean, to be known as one of the best, most successful, most accolades, like whatever, however you want to quantify it, one of the best of all time, that's what I want. And I think I've accomplished that, and I think like no matter what, if you ask me what my legacy is or what I want it to be, I think I've already established that. It's just one of the best of all time. Considered in that conversation, top 5, just up there. I've raised some kids in the scene who are now some of the best in the world, and just to see my trees and my branch go out, man, I think it's a special thing. Fuck you, Olive!
And Olive agrees.
Fuck you! Right. I'm sure some of that's gonna be unusable, but...
That was a good edit, bro. That was a good edit. W bid.